Let's go ahead and plug in. I believe we've got Mr. Wakefield here with us. Let's see if we can pull him up here. Just give me 1 second. We'll get everything lined up. And let's pull Mr. Wakefield in here if he can hear us. All right, here we go. I believe we've got Roger Wakefield. Welcome back. Roger, how are you, sir?
Jay, I'm doing amazing. How are you, sir? Sorry about that. It always happens when you go to log in, when you're right on time and it says, wait, it's got to update the system. It's like, oh my
It's
gosh.
got to update. Yes, I completely understand. Well, the reason we have Roger on, by the way, Roger Wakefield, the largest blue-collar influencer online with nearly 1 million followers and decades of experience. He's here to talk about the growing demand for trade careers and the shortage of instructors. Roger, why do you think now that trade schools are struggling to find qualified instructors right now?
Well, I think that the demand for trade schools is growing. We've been fighting this student debt forever. We've been telling kids for 40 years, if you don't go to college, you'll never amount to anything. Well, now they're starting to see the truth that, well, wait, kids are coming out of college. They can't afford to pay their debt off. What's the value of it? But trades are something that is in such demand because we've told people for so long that they needed to go to college instead, that now as these trade schools grow, as the enrollment grows, we need more instructors. And I think that the biggest problem is we're just not looking. If people like you keep talking about this, the average median age or the median age for tradespeople in the United States is the mid 50s, 55 to 57 years old. So in the next 7 to 10 years, these guys are going to be ready to retire. Who better to teach the trades than someone that's actually been in the field doing it?
Okay, so what barriers do you feel that are preventing some of these skilled tradespeople from transitioning into teaching roles? Do you think once they retire, that's when they'll start maybe in that teaching position?
I think that's probably going to be when it's going to happen because as these tradespeople get older, number one, we're still putting the wear and tear on our bodies. And I think the awareness is going to be the biggest thing. If people understand, if people in the trades heard more about it and watching your show, doing things like that, that's where they're going to get the information is, wait, there's another opportunity for me. We haven't been bringing tradespeople in to teach these classes. We've taken shop classes completely out of schools now. Now the Texas State Technical College, places like that, Collin College here in Dallas or outside of Dallas, we've got great trade schools here. And what they're doing is they're looking out into the field at people that excel in their industry, excel in their profession, and say, look, would you like to come in and teach? Maybe you don't make as much money as you would in the field, but you're not putting the wear and tear on your body. So I think people that are looking at retirement, this is a way they can say, look, I can keep working, make some money, and actually pass on my knowledge to a younger generation. I think it's an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, so trade schools can, I guess you kind of laid it out for us there. How can trade schools, I guess, make teaching more attractive to experienced professionals in the field? I guess, what say you on that, Roger?
Well, I think that if trade schools, they do open houses to invite students in. Well, why not also do an open house and invite all the different professions in that you teach? Invite the major companies in your area that hire your students and let them come in and see it. And then while they're there, you mention, hey guys, look, if y'all have got any plumbers, electricians, HVAC techs getting ready to retire, we'd love to talk to them about coming down here. Now, if I'm a plumbing company owner, a big plumbing company owner, and one of my guys is getting ready to retire, if he goes down to the local school and teaches, I have an in now. It's like, hey man, when you've got a great student down there, send him my way. And now you at least know they're being taught well. So I think it's going to be up to the schools to reach out. But when people like you are talking about this and tradespeople hear it, they're like, wow, I may have another opportunity. Some of the guys are tired of putting the wear and tear on their bodies. They're ready to slow down a little bit. And I think a classroom's a great way to do it.
So, Roger, how do you see artificial intelligence and automation impacting the future of some of these skilled trades?
I think it's going to be at least 10 years before we see any type of robotics that can do what plumbers do out in the field. A lot of these trades like truck drivers, stuff like that, we're coming up with automated driving vehicles every day. I think that people need to start looking at what is going to be the hardest thing for robots, AI to do. Now, me as a plumbing company owner, I would have AI involved in anything and everything I do on a computer to help free up my time. So there's a lot of benefits to it. And I'm getting where I'm teaching more and more people about AI for the trades and how to use it. But when it comes to doing the field work, I think we're going to need qualified plumbers, electricians, HVAC techs, carpenters and roofers, people like that for a long time.
Is the industry adapting fast enough to keep the trades relevant in the tech-driven world?
I think that it is because a lot of the tech, we've got a live podcast that we do every day. And literally, we're talking about data centers all the time. Well, it takes good qualified tradespeople that understand data centers and the unique problems that you run into with them to build them right. And these data centers are just going to keep going and getting bigger. And the
Hmm.
more AI there is, the more data centers we need. So it's really going to be a hand in hand relationship for a long time.
Yeah, we've got a couple of data centers here in North Dakota that are being constructed as we speak. What trades do you think are most future-proof in the age of technology?
I always look at the license, the professional trades. And all I mean by that is like nursing, plumbing, electrical, HVAC. And a lot of people say, well, nursing really isn't a trade. It's like, no, you know what? It is. I know that takes some college education, but I still look at that as a trade. Automotive mechanics, different things like that, that literally it takes a thought process and just experience. And I know that AI, man, it's learning, it's growing, it's doing better things. But I think that those three trades, or maybe even four, if you put in automotive mechanics, these are just things that, man, I love to be able to go down and talk to the guy at the shop and say, hey, it's making this noise, it's doing this. And
Hmm.
I think the opportunities that are going to be there for a long time, because every garage that I deal with tells me, Roger, we need more mechanics. Every plumbing company, electrical company, and HVAC company that I bring in for the podcast, every owner tells me, Roger, we need more people. And every company out there is looking for more people. A lot of college graduates are now even looking, look, I can't get a job doing what I went to school for. And they're looking at the trades as an opportunity. I think it's phenomenal. The people getting in the trades now are going to be the next entrepreneurs. And I think we need amazing instructors making sure they understand how to do things right.
Yeah, for sure. Roger, we'll get you out of here with this. What advice would you give to someone considering a career in trades today?
Oh, if you're considering a career in the trades, find out what you think you would enjoy. Me, I loved water, so plumbing was great for me. I never liked the idea of getting shocked, so becoming an electrician never crossed my mind. But the cool thing about it is people that find something that they love, they can make great money at it because they're going to continue learning. And whatever trade you get in, never stop learning. The more you learn, the more you earn, the more you can grow. And people that aren't even thinking about it, but are listening to your show right now, you can learn your way up out of any situation. If you don't like the job you have, if you don't like where you live,
Hmm.
if you don't like the relationship you're in, learn your way up out of it. You can get a great job that can allow you to have the kind of future that you want to have. Trades are amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Roger, thank you so much. I sure appreciate your insight on this today.
Jay, thank you for having me on. Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Thank you, sir.